Hello there, everyone. Okay, so we've got two decks that we're going to showcase with Khonshu. One in this video, one in a video tomorrow, so do check that out. In the meantime, let's see what's going on here. So, let's remind ourselves, what is Khonshu going to be doing? So, when Khonshu is discarded, it returns in its next phase. We'll come back to that in a second. On reveal, resurrect a card you discarded to another location with its power set to 5. Okay, now as you can see, we've got multiple Khonshus. So if we go here, we've got Khonshu who's also a 6/8. Again, when discarded, returns in its final phase. On reveal, resurrect a card you discarded to another location with its power set to 8. Alright, and then the final one. Simply on reveal, resurrect a card you discarded to another location with its power set to 12. So the goal we've got really is to discard Khonshu twice, and then hopefully we can have a final turn that is essentially a 24 power swing. That's the end goal. So the deck we're going to be covering in this video, I am covering the deck name, but I've nicknamed it the Moon That Bores You, because it is a little bit boring as far as discard goes. We've got Scorn, which is when you discard this, return it to your hand and give +2 power to itself and one of your cards in play. Very good card, but let's move on. We've got Blade. On reveal, discard the rightmost card from your hand. Again, pretty straightforward. 2-0 Morbius. Ongoing, +2 power for each time you discarded a card this game. Arguably one of the best 2-drops in the game. Swarm. When you discard this, add 2 copies that cost 0 to your hand. Again, fantastic. Colleen Wing. On reveal, discard the card that costs the least from your hand. Now, I'm curious if Colleen's going to be cuttable as far as the Khonshu side of this deck, but we're going to just play with it and see how she goes. We've got Moon Knight. Moon Knight should be quite synergistic with Khonshu, which is very fitting. On reveal, discard an even costed card from each player's hand. So, Khonshu. Then we've got Lady Sith. On reveal, discard the card that costs the most from your hand. In this deck, it's Khonshu or Apocalypse, two that love to be discarded. Dracula. At the end of the game, discard a card from your hand to gain its power. Hopefully, that's Apocalypse, but Khonshu is now a pretty decent backup plan. Silver Samurai. Now, this one might be a bit of coping on my side, but we're going to give it a go. On reveal, each player discards the lowest power card from their hand. Now, I don't really know if this is going to be that effective compared to, say, maybe a Gambit or even a Corvus Glaive or anything in that ilk, to be honest. But I wanted to give it a go, just in the sense of, let's see if we can get as many cards discarded as possible to benefit Khonshu. So, Silver Samurai could be one. Modok, nice and simple. On reveal, discard your hand. Great turn 5 move or even a turn 6 move, so love to see it. And then Khonshu. So, this is what I'm going to go with right now. But as I say, Silver Samurai could be a bit of a mucky one. That might be better in the deck we're going to showcase tomorrow. So yeah, for now, this is what we're running. Let's go into a few games. Let's see how we get on. Alright, so we've got Gila. Wakanda. Not the best opening hand. Oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong screen. That is not helping things. There we go. Glad I caught that. Okay, so X23. We never play Scorn, or at least we try not to until the final turn, so bit interesting facing a Destroy deck as well. Okay, so they've got 4 energy this turn because of Castle Blackstone. I don't really... The only card we could really try and discard with Moon Knight would be Colleen or Dracula. So I figure let's just do Colleen. That will discard Scorn. Scorn will give +2 power to Colleen. Our play lines are a little bit mucky though, because our 2 high targets, Apoc and Khonshu, are not in hand yet. Which always feels like the worst case scenario. Alright, we've got Drac. don't know why I said that. Of course we got Drac. Alright, we got APOC. There we go. So we have got a target at least there. Let's play Drac now. And then we can always go Modoc. And we've got APOC buff them. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Snap. It's a destroy deck, it won't have... Oh. Victory. For a destroy deck, that was a little chicken. I mean, let me just recap what they destroyed. Like, it says Carnage there, that was 7 power. Did it have the X23 in the lane as well? If so, that's another 2. Oh, we got it there, haven't we? It gains 7 power, so it was 7 power destroyed. Plus the original 2, so that's 9 power. So the Null had already gained a fair bit. Plus Death had come down. I'm calling chicken a bit there. I felt like I was within my right to snap. Alright, Scrod. We've got Khonshu in hand. That is quite nice. Sadly, nothing that's a great enabler. 5th will be a good option in terms of it'll hit one of them. And if it hits APOC, then Samurai, as things stand, could hit Khonshu. Alright, that's pretty decent. We can do Morbius. Yeah, I really don't want Vibranium, so I'm just going to do that. Oh, thank you, I think. I've got this feeling that it's Mr. Negative now. There we go, we've got the 6/8 Khonshu. And let's do this. It could be a little, if it's Mr. Negative, this could be very early to play Samurai in the sense we aren't going to get rid of a 0-cost card, but maybe we could still hit something that would be good, like a Gore or something. Yeah, Gore's 6 -1, so that'd be it. I'm not snapping, by the way, because we saw what happened last time. Alright, we got this Super Scroll.
I am Iron Man.
Alright, Iron Man. That's a chunky middle lane. You know what? We will play this now. That'll leave APOC, Khonshu, and Scorn in hand.
You won't need this anyway. I am reborn.
And actually, we can play Khonshu next.
I am
Oof.
Iron Man.
Double Iron Man. Okay, that's not fun. So on reveal Khonshu, resurrect a card that you have discarded to another location with its power set to 12. That's Colleen. Let's rip it.
Such is my judgment.
Okay, it's Tribunal. Yeah, we're a bit shy on power. 1, 2. Oh, hang on, we can't play that there. So 2 and 3. We definitely want the APOC. That will go up to 16. I mean, I don't think we win this, by the way. If they got Onslaught, we lose. But oh,
Power must be controlled.
all right, they've got Shang-Chi. I mean, you know what? I will give that Scrod due. I would not have predicted Chong-Chi in a Tribunal deck, so fair play to them. They did pull a wildcard out. I mean, I only lost 2, so it doesn't bother me, but that was certainly not expected. Okay, up against VVS. Now, if only the hand wasn't increasing, Blade hitting APOC would have been very nice. Instead, we get Dracula. We are not discarding Drac. If we'd have got a Khonshu in hand, it would have actually been tempting. Alright. Colleen's a 50-50 out of either Blade or Scorn. I'm going to take the risk. If we hit Blade, it's a shame, but not the end of the world. Hey, we got the good roll. Okay. That's 6 power to the top card in our deck. Not shabby. Oh, okay. That is very, very good. I mean, unless they've got a location changer, we're winning this surely.
Apocalypse.
Time's up.
Yeah, I was going to say, they haven't played a card.
Victory.
And yes, I could have snapped, but I'll be honest, at that point I thought, I'm not going to get the clip if I do that. Alright, next up, Sosyamba. Okay, Scorn in hand is nice. We've got 2 discard enablers for Khonshu. Alright, speak the devil. Alright, nice to see how it shows from their side. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. I'm curious what they got as their Time Theater card. There's our answer. So they will be able to revive something with 12 power. Okay, so the only thing we can hit here is Khonshu. Oh, sorry, on our side, but we could hit their Khonshu. Oh, her Odin, right. Right, they were cooking. And we'll play Sif. We're going to assume that we can't actually, they can't impact this lane in any way, so we're just going to play Modot there.
You won't need this anymore.
Okay, so we get the full moon Khonshu.
I am reborn.
16 power APOC. Okay, this is where the deck gets a little bit funky. I don't actually think there is a benefit to hitting Khonshu or playing Khonshu because neither of them are worth it. So I almost feel like we just go like this. Either way, we're getting 12 or 16.
Are ye worthy?
Oh, okay, you locked yourself in there. Maybe not there.
Are ye worthy?
Okay, that's awkward. Okay. Not ideal, that. Not ideal. Yeah, I think that actually shows some of the delicacies in this deck. I think one of the things you've kind of got used to with Dracula is trying to avoid discarding him. But I feel like Khonshu gives you a genuine reason to discard him on the off chance you can bring him back. But it's a little bit funky, that. I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to think through my Drac lines a bit more, because if I've discarded, say how I did in this game, discarded Samurai and Sif as well, then I could be bringing one of those two back, which we don't want. But saying that, that was a Modok play, so yeah, I definitely got to think it through a bit. Kvrwaspock. I sometimes feel I end up speaking in tongues. The Morbius into the miniaturized lab is quite nice. We can then Sif APOC, Samurai the Swarm. Some decent play lines. Actually, it'll be Samurai the Scorn now, but that's better. Alright, they discard Ghost Rider and Moon Knight. We'll play Samurai here. I know that could have the impact they want, but I'm thinking hopefully it's okay. Alright, got rid of that Iron Man. They've got rid of Khonshu. And stature, okay, so interesting. I haven't discarded. What are they on about? Oh, of course, I've only discarded Scorn. An APOC, right. Okay, so we haven't got Khonshu in hand, so we don't play around that. I think we do. We just do Modok. Gore.
You won't need this anymore. I am Apocalypse.
Alright, Morbius is looking kind of good on the left. We haven't got a Drac, and we haven't really got a way of playing Khonshu, so we might as well just dump a hand. 1, 2, 3. We won't make Gorgorp any bigger. We're adding 6 there to make... What, saying that? I'm going a little bit cray-cray there, aren't I? I think it should be 1, 2, 3. If they play Shang-Chi, which would be very unlikely, but supposing they did, I could win that. Khonshu?
I'm coming for you.
I mean, yeah, you just buffed up my Morbius a bit more. Okay. I can kind of see what they were doing. They were trying to do some interesting things with Ghost Rider, the idea of bringing back cards, but yeah, I'm not sure that was the play. By the way, I do like that variant. Alex Hawley. Alright, next up, Bulk. You know, I've played this game since, let me get this right, 2022, December 2022. And it's only the last day or so, it's dawned on me how Icebox can increase the cost of a 6-cost card. I don't think it's happened to me before, so that interaction really bummed me out when I realised it. Alright, that's better. I didn't want to just throw Colleen at Lady Sif, that just felt a waste. Swordmaster, oddly enough, hits Sif. Okay. I'm going to play Drac. Our hand's not feeling great right now. This is Hala, isn't it? So I think I'm just going to play here. I don't particularly want handful of swarms, so I think I'd do that as well. Alright, they get rid of my swarm, okay. Yeah, definitely Hala.
You won't need this anymore.
Yeah, I've got to have a think about this one. In your own time, game. So 6-8 Khonshu, 6-12 APOC, and we're going to have 4 swarms. We just about cope with hand size. Yeah, I don't like this, especially with Hala on the horizon. What if I actually discarded? I think the only one that could actually count as a discard would be one of these two. Stifle Blade. So, I think we do... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. This feels incredibly messy.
Minions to me.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, so it would be a bummer if we hit the Khonshu, but it would still be a 6-12. Oh, we're still low on power anyway, so it doesn't matter what numbers I'm doing. It's alright, I thought we'd got the middle alright, but the I didn't count Sif for some reason. Alright, so yeah, we're down now. I don't know why, I got it in my head that we were not 5-3, 3-3 there at least. No, even 6-3, I thought we were got the +3 from Aunt May's. Oh well. Alright, KallSu. KallSu the new. I don't know why, something like that. I just want to try and do a Scottish accent. I can't do Scottish. Alright, Scorn in hand again is nice. I feel like whenever you've got Scorn in hand with discard nowadays, you've got a good hand. You know, you've got a strength there. Anyone unlocking us today, by the way, congratulations. Wasp, Aranya, Nightcrawler. Okay. So this could discard Samurai or APOC, whereas that's a guaranteed APOC. Why not? I don't know what deck they're running. I've got something like a Moon Girl double up deck in my head, but I don't know where any of these cards would fit, essentially. Okay, I don't actually mind using Silver Samurai because if we hit Morbius, maybe we can bring it back with Khonshu. Otherwise, it's kind of off curve. Sunspot? Marvel Boy. Oh, it's Zoo. Alright, this is a wild kook. 1, 2. If I didn't know better, I think it was a bot. Agatha.
I am Apocalypse.
Well, that's got to sting a bit. You go through all that and then you don't actually reap the benefit of the Agatha. Let's do that. Let's do that. You know what? I don't know if that's the right play or not. No, I think it is. I think it is. We'll do that instead. We'll put Scorn down, but it feels weird not playing the APOC, but I can't imagine. Yeah, they aren't even playing. Have they just AFK'd it? Alright, whatever, pal. Whatever.
Victory.
Grey. Alright, we pull a red skull. That's kind of interesting. And it feels like a decent discard target. Alright, there's Sam Wilson. Right on time. It isn't Black Cat, it's Lady Sif. I've just realised that isn't Black Cat, it's Domino. Does that how often I play Domino?
Assemble.
Okay, so they're playing an ongoing deck. That's good to know. Yeah, we'll play Moon Knight in the mid. Don't retreat. I'm like, come on, please. Please. Let me try and earn some cubes. Mysterio, and that hit my APOC, okay. Cosmo there. I don't mind that. So that's pretty straightforward. I mean, if we wanted, we could play Khonshu to turn 6 and just gamble on what we'd pull, but I think, honestly, playing APOC is the safer route. I mean, it's a 620. Oh. I mean, okay. I think I could actually win that lane, but then they wouldn't be able to pump power there, so... 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, they retreat. I think that was a good snap on my side, though. I know we didn't see the game out, but I think that was a sign of snapping and winning well, so I actually don't mind that. Yeah, I think 26 power there definitely would have won. And they were moving the shield out, so they couldn't really add much power there. Even a Spectrum, well, they couldn't Spectrum. They'd lock right, they couldn't Spectrum left, so yeah. I think we were fine. Good game, that. I think that was a sign of a good matchup as well. Alright, we got a rematch against Skiller. Okay, that's a good start. Blade onto score. And then we will be able to Colleen. Yeah, that is fine with me. I can't remember what Skiller was playing. I don't think they were playing Khonshu. Were they the Tribunal deck? Destroy. Ah, they were the ones who retreated quick. I remember them now. Okay, let's just try and tilt them a little bit, I guess. You know what? We know they'll retreat, so let's not retreat. Let's not force it. Let's just play this one out. Moon Knight will hit either Morbius or Silver Samurai. Hopefully, we can pull Khonshu. Hopefully. Hitting Null is brilliant. Okay, that's quite a good one for them. I mean, I'm sure if you'd have said to him, do you want another Nico or do you want the X23, they'd have gone for the Nico. Yeah, let's just fill. Feels a bit weird filling with Morbius, but we've still got Sif. We need something to actually target for Sif. I mean, Drac would be a bummer. We don't really want to hit a Drac. MODOK, it'd be like, well, yay. Khonshu, it feels like Khonshu's late at this point. We need we need him from turn 4, really. if you want to try and maximize him. I mean, he would be bad at 6-5, but we need a bit more. Ooh. Alright, Zola could be interesting. I'd still argue he's late, but it could be interesting. I almost want to kill Monga to get rid of Blade. Yeah, this is awkward. We'll play Drac there. I genuinely don't know what we do final turn. I mean, as things stand, it'd be Sif Zola. But even then, it's like, we can't prot the on reveal twice. Yeah, this isn't ideal.
Enough said, Bob.
Blob. Ooh, okay. Okay, they're doing alright there then. I mean, that guarantees landing 5 in the middle. Just bumping up that lane a little bit.
Apocalypse.
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
Yeah, we needed so much more. I don't think you can see it, but he just did the Jeff emote, and I'm like, you retreated like a little chicken before. I stuck through this. You know, I could have retreated, obviously. Marvel Snap players. You might have an opinion on me like that, but genuinely, that just... I just look at that and I'm baffled. It's not that I say people have got a stick or anything, but it was like that last one at the first round. I'm like, you were probably still in a good position. I mean, I should have retreated pretty much once we got no Khonshu or APOC in hand early. So yeah, things like that, they just really baffle me. What goes through some players' minds. And we're up against VVS as well. We've faced these already. We've got no one playing tonight. I don't really want to call in the swarms. I'll do that, I guess. Things I don't want my hand too full, and I know I'm going to have a similar situation with Silver Samurai as things stand. We've got a decent amount of power on the board. I think this is the Tribunal guy. I think. Lowest power, isn't it? So we're going to hit Scorn here. Alright, what's Scorn going to buff up? Morbius. Oh, Venom. I'm trying to think what deck this was. Well, just because I don't know what he's playing, I'm going to do that. Oh, come on, Tin.
Victory.
Am I the only one playing this game tonight? Okay, blancohumano. Blancohumano. Alright, this is a good hand. I'm actually going to snap early just for the simple fact that there's less chance they'll retreat. I'm not saying they won't, but people don't tend to retreat on turn 1.
I am reborn.
Okay, so from there we can Morbius. We'll play Morbius right, and let's just hope that it's not the location that turns off ongoings. I can't remember what that's called off the top of my head. Isle of Silence. Okay, Quinjet. This is Arisham. Now I've just seen it. Yeah, we'll... Ooh, okay, they've snapped back. That's interesting. We will sift in the mid. Let's just proc this Black Vortex. I don't care if we hit APOC or Khonshu here. Alright, that's fine.
We are the future.
Oh, okay. Red Guardian onto Morbius is sad. We will play Moon Knight over here. That could hit any one of my cards, so let's just hope it hits Khonshu. APOC, that's fine. The bummer would have been Silver Samurai. Oh, we got the Shang-Chi. Okay. They could have gained one for a winnow. That is very nice. Very, very nice. Let's play it there. Let's hope they haven't got, like, Odin to just... Well, actually, saying that Odin wouldn't do it. It's the Morbius again. Right, Devil Dino's interesting. I know it's a Arisham card, but it's... Oh, no, it isn't. It's KallSu. What have I discarded? Nothing, according to this. Something tells me to do this and gamble on winning with Dracula there. That could be the right call.
I am Apocalypse.
Yeah, that was a good 8 cuber. I hit their Devil Dino as well, so that was another good reason. Good early snap as well here. Kind of respect their confidence. They saw they got Red Guardian, so they thought, right, we can hit the Morbius, but they really needed to wait for my Drac. Okay, PhantomForm. That just gives me, like, say, Digimon vibes. Like, I'm in my PhantomForm. Ultimate Evolution. Alright, Morbius, you can chill on the left. For what it's worth, if it was a Wiccan deck, it'd be pretty useless by now. Alright. This will get Khonshu. And as my hand is, it wouldn't actually be the worst thing to play MODOK, because MODOK would discard Dracula, but the other two wouldn't count as discarded. So that's kind of nice. Okay, they've Sift APOC. Yeah, I think we're on a good line here. I'm going to snap just in case they're willing to take the chance. But we Blade right just to put some power there if we can. And then we'll go MODOK. And if I'm thinking right, we might have a good chance of playing a good Khonshu. Oh, I've just realised we can't. Oh, okay. That's ruined it. I've just realised we couldn't Blade the Khonshu. Oh. Hit Drac. Oh, you hit Khonshu. Never mind. Alright, that was a bad gamble on my side. Alright. I got a little overexcited. We can still Drac there. Ooh.
I am Iron Man.
We could still Drac there, but I'm not entirely sure it's worth it. Let's do that, and yeah, can't believe I'm trying to compete with a bleeding iron man. This is a bad one to have gone 4 on. If they snap, I'm probably wise retreating. Oof.
You won't need this anymore.
We're playing for 2 locations at least. Neither of us went right. Wow.
Apocalypse.
All bow to the power of APOC. 4 cubes.
Victory.
I mean, I genuinely did mess up there. I thought that Khonshu would be I thought blading the Khonshu was the right move, but in reality I'd have been much better just skipping the turn. But the trouble is I also did need to play a little bit, because if I hadn't played the blade, it would have got discarded, and then it'd be a 50-50 if Khonshu bought blade back or if it bought Dracula back. So yeah, I will give this to Khonshu. It's a very deep card. Okay, so 12 games played, and we've got an 8-4 record. 2 out of 3 wins. I'm pretty happy with that. I think there is room to improve a deck like this. I don't think if you go on Untapped in a week's time, this is going to be the best traditional discard style Khonshu deck. But I can see that he's going to have a home in this kind of build. It's just, if I'm talking about my day 1 experience, I would say it's a little tricky trying to time Khonshu in this deck, in terms of, do you want to play him for his on reveal, or do you want to just have him for the 12 power? And to be honest, sometimes 12 power is enough, but other times you're thinking, yeah, I'd rather the APOC. So for sure there's something fun in here. I just don't know exactly what you do with it exactly. I think as we play the card a bit more, play the deck a bit more, it will become a lot more clearer. But for now, I wouldn't say I'm on the fence, but I'd say I need to play more to know more. But yeah, that's it for this video. Now, I'm going to record straight away another video, so check that out tomorrow. That's going to be on a different type of discard deck that it could be absolutely useless. It could be a load of fun. It's probably going to be somewhere in between, but tune in and find out how it gets on. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Bye for now, everyone.